Okay. Okay. Hi. I'm live. Hi. Sorry, I'm a little late. Oh my gosh. I am a little late. I apologize. All right. Hello. Hi, Dark. Hi, Raven. Hi. How's it going? Oh, I am back. I'm back. I was gone for a little while there. But yeah, we're just gonna do a study stream today because I need to study. But yeah, did the trip go okay? Yeah, everything's good. It was good. So yeah, no worries there. So it went okay. But yeah. Oh man, I was feeling so motivated today, and now I am just kind of crashing though as it's getting towards the end of the day. Hi Moto. Hello. How are you doing? So hopefully I'm not too loud or too quiet. I have no clue. I've been messing around with the settings for my microphone. So it is what it is. Need to go to sleep now. Okay. Good night, Dark. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good night. I hope you have a good night. Oh man. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of brush up on some knowledge, some stuffs. I'm gonna do like some practice tests for CompTIA A. I already have my certification. I have the A+ certification, but I haven't practiced in like 6 months, so I need to practice. Because I'm trying to get some other certifications too and everything, so I need to brush up on my knowledge before I study for those. But yeah, I'm just gonna start off real simple, and then I'm also gonna do I've got some practice tests over here. So I'm gonna do some of those. It's just gonna be, I don't know how interesting of a stream this will be, honestly, but we shall see. If you guys are interested in learning some stuff about tech. I wanted to do the videos a lot because they really like go through and explain why the answers are what they are. So yeah, I haven't studied at all in 6 months, so don't expect too much. I'm very out of practice. But yeah, I'm just getting back, but need to, just wanted to do a little stream. I thought I'd make my studying into a stream since I need to get back on doing some of that stuff. But yeah, games should resume for this week and everything later this week. So no worries. I know some of this isn't the most exciting. We'll try to make it exciting. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna review some of the parts of the computer, see how much I really, remember about the hardware part of it. But not gonna go through and explain some stuff of what I know anyways. Do you have the certification for the latest version? I have certification as of, it should be. No, because I did it was still 2024 when I did it. So yeah, I believe I have the updated version of it, unless they updated it like super recently. So yeah, but it's been a minute and I haven't done anything. So let's see. All right, so these are the peripherals down here. I don't know how to say that correct. Peripherals? Is that how you say it? 101 and 102. Yeah, I did both of them. 1101 and 1102. Yes, I can read. But yeah, I did both of those You have to do both of them to get the certification, because one's for like software and one's for hardware. But yeah. Okay. So peripherals down here, all the inputs, the outputs. And then we've got the hard disk drive and the, why am I blanking on this one now? HDD, I literally just knew this. I don't know, the SSD, solid state drive. So those are like the storage. Next update is around 2025. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have to renew mine, I guess, mine's good till 2027. So, yeah. So I guess I don't have to renew mine until then. But I'm sure they'll probably update it, before then. All right. Let's see. The case, of course, just holds all the pieces, the stuffs. RAM, random access memory. There's like short-term memory before it goes into storage. Kind of like the brain a little bit. We got expansion cards. They do all of the fancy stuffs, the GPU and stuff, the graphics. We got the motherboard. How do I explain the motherboard? I don't know how to explain it. Even explaining some of this stuff is so hard. Motherboard is just like the central hub, I guess, of stuff. The CPU cooler, it cools all the components down so that they don't explode. Not exactly, but that's close enough. Let me see. CPU then is the processing unit, and then the power supply here. That is for like, I don't know how to describe it, just powering shit. Here, let's look at some other ones. Oh my god, this is old. CD and DVD drive? My PC don't have that. This is ancient. Yeah, the motherboard, so like this is where everything goes. So like the where can I find it? Does this not have CPU on it? Oh no, it does have CPU. Okay, so that goes into like the motherboard. It like sits in it. And GPU is like in like a slot. It goes into like a slot. Oh, some of them have water cooling too, instead of like liquid cooling. You still need like fan cooling as well, but like not as many as like for just fan cooling. Let's see. Yeah, I think I pretty much got most of this down. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, yeah, this is, I think I remember most of this. Yeah, the power supply, graphics, sound, network card. Hello, Godzifos, I think it is. Took the class for this, passed the class well. The actual test, yeah, sometimes the actual test is like difficult. It's more difficult than the actual class. It's like, what the heck? Why did you not prepare me properly? But yeah, no, it is tough. It's definitely tough because like I passed the A+, both of them, both the tests first time, but studying was kind of rough for the test. I took a ton of these practice test things on YouTube, and that really helped. There was one guy specifically that really helped. I don't remember which guy it was though. So we'll have to see. Where does one find the up-to-date study book? I think you have to purchase it from the CompTIA website. if I'm not mistaken. I've just been brushing up on stuff like just on my own, like with free stuff. On Burning Ice Tech, that was it. That was him. He was so good. That's who it was. Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, I just looked up free resources though too. Cause like I'm not paying for that. Like, no. Like I already got my certification, so I'm not gonna pay to brush up on my skills. Nah. Let's see. Oh yeah, the heat thing that like draws the heat away from the other components and stuff. Of course, you got the USB connectors and stuff. The router that like connects things within your household to like other whatchamacallit, I don't even know how to describe it. Other devices, that's it. And the modem is what connects it to the internet. Oh, thank you for following. You have discovered an alien. Hello, welcome. Welcome. If anything, has got a temp job that was basically A+ focus, no test needed, but what? I'm looking for a job right now. It's rough. That's all I'm gonna say. Dang. Yeah, no, that is pretty lucky though. I don't know how you get a job in, especially like there's so many like scams and everything now. It's like I don't understand. How am I supposed to get a job? Because you have to use, like the internet and everything to get a job, but then like all of them are scams or like just literally luck. I wish I was joking. Oh, send me some of your good luck. Dang, I need that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I don't know. I do have to brush up on my skills though. I really have to do that. And I have to get more certifications too. I think that'll help. Because I only have the A+ so far. Here, let's go to Burning Ice Tech. Ice Tech. There we go. We need internet protocol apps or something. For real. It sucks. It's so bad. And like I'll get an email and everything like, oh, we want to offer you a job, and it's like all spelled incorrectly and like horrible grammatical errors, and I'm like, dang. the real companies either just never email you back or you'll get scam emails. It's like, come on. But yeah, let's see. Should we do? I don't remember. Does he have one on the hardware? Core 2. Which one was the? I don't remember which one was the hardware and which was the software. I don't know. We'll start with this one though. I suppose.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to version 1 of the A+ practice questions.
Here, I'm gonna turn my music down a little bit because I think that's a little loud because he's a little quiet. All right. Oh, hello. There we go.
As you can probably see on the screen, these practice questions is specifically for the 220
Is he Australian? He sounds Australian.
One exam of CompTIA A+. Now, if anyone is wondering if these practice questions would help you with studying for any other version of the A+
this
exam,
guy was really helpful
yes,
with me studying
would.
though.
If you're attempting answers
Oh
here for you
gosh.
guys.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I do know this. User.
You go and choose from, the first of which is
did he already
ECC.
say the question?
So if you don't know what that's,
I don't know. User 1 is tasked with having to install additional RAM onto a laptop, which type of RAM should be used? I believe it's a SODIMM. I don't remember what it stands for, not gonna lie.
That is for error correct. Got VEC. Got
Here,
4
he'll
possible
explain.
answers here for you guys to go and choose from. The first of which is ECC. So if you don't know what that stands for, that is for error correcting.
Error correcting.
DDR3.
Okay.
We've got SODIMM. And then we've got VRAM.
Oh, is he not going to explain what
so now,
SODIMM
which
stands
one
for?
do you guys...
I feel like maybe it doesn't really... Some of the ones you're like, it doesn't even matter what it stands for. And the other ones you need to know what it stands for.
This might be.
VRAM is virtual
RAM,
RAM, isn't it?
Alright, so starting from the top here, guys, the answer is not ECC. ECC is something we normally find on server RAM chips, specifically for servers.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of a blue screen of death, which is also known as a stop error or
the
a
blue
memory
screen
dump.
of death.
Very inconvenient to have a blue screen of death. And can you imagine ever having something like that on a server? And servers are ideally supposed to be running all the freaking time. So if you, God forbid, happen to experience a blue screen
I'm
of
scared
death
of the blue screen of
server
death.
of a company, yikes.
I do not want that. Ever.
So that,
I think I would just freak out. Especially if it's on my own PC.
Error correcting.
Nah, I'd be dead.
So these blue screens of death normally take place due to something regarding your RAM. And the ECC, in a nutshell, basically prevent that server from experiencing a blue screen of death. You know, stop error, memory dump, whatever you want to go and call that, by correcting the error. So
hopefully you can hear him, by the way. I think
we
I
want to install
turned up
additional RAM into a laptop. So ECC, it's got nothing to do with laptops. That's a function or a feature on server RAM chips. So we can rule out answer A.
We'll see who's correct.
DDR3, that is more of a desktop kind of RAM.
More of a desktop, okay.
DDR2, DDR3, DDR4, I mean now.
So you were kind of correct. It is not for servers at least. It's for PCs though.
SODIMM, for those of you that's not familiar with it, is laptop memory.
Yeah.
So you already see that that's going to be your answer here. And then we've got VRAM, which is a special kind of virtual memory, or not virtual memory, video memory. It's more specifically used to store video images and things like that. So it's not to do with laptops, not really.
I got the first one right. Now just
so if you guys want to go and
50 to go, right?
RAM to a laptop, the answer is SODIMM. And I've got a nice little picture there for you guys. That is what SODIMM looks like. So in a sense of height, from the little copper plates there at the bottom to the top, in a sense of height, it's more or less the same as a desktop or server RAM chip. But in a sense of width, it's about 2/3 to maybe about 3/4 of the size of a desktop RAM chip. It's not the same width.
It's smaller.
So laptop RAM chips, guys, are called SODIMMs. So the next time I or anyone else asks you what type of RAM a laptop takes,
for some reason I remember that. I don't know why. Certain things just stick with me so much. I don't exactly remember why.
It's a laptop,
certain things are, but I'm like,
let's move on to question 2.
My brain just knows
you receive a complaint from a user who claims to have no internet or network connectivity. After investigating, you verify there is none at all. There indeed is no internet or network connectivity. The problem is not at the PC and not the network cable that goes to the patch panel. What can you do or use to locate the user's cable at the patch panel? Now, if you don't know what a patch panel is, I think we should probably start with that, because some folks here that's reading this question might not have a cooking clue what a patch panel is. In large companies, medium to large companies, you'll find there's lots of users, lots of printers and scanners and all kinds of devices. And a lot of these devices have their own network cable. So they're LAN cable.
Oh, nice.
At the end of the day, all these cables, they gather in one location.
You're doing
various switches,
is it engineering
room,
again, right? So
that's
kind of
so these
similar,
patch panels have got
at least
lots
it's
of
the
little
hardware.
small fly
I don't know
leads.
exactly what you're
network
doing,
cables.
but
It's approximately, I don't know, maybe 1 foot in length to about 1 meter in length. So that's approximately about 3 to 5 feet in length. It's just to connect one part of the network to another part of the network. It's really very essentially just to make your life easier when it comes to troubleshooting and connecting.
We're gonna skip forward a little bit. We might have to do that
cables without. But these crimpers are what we use to go and apply the
crimper
connector
is not
to that
I think it would be the toner
crimper is what
probe.
we use specifically for RJ45 connectors.
I don't think it's the punch down tool.
LAN cables, your Cat5, Cat5e, Cat6, Cat6a, and so on and so forth. And you can also use them for telephone cables.
I don't think it's the. I'll be honest. I think that's easy at least.
And telephone cables, for those of you who are not familiar, is Cat3. sometimes known as a
unplug
POTS
everything.
line, and they use an RJ11 connector. A toner probe? Yes, that actually is the answer. So a toner
Yay,
probe is a
toner
device you
probe.
connect to the one side of the cable. So you would connect this to maybe, let's say, the user's side
Yeah,
of the
because the
cable.
punch
where
down
there
tool
is
and the crimper are for actually like fixing things, not or like uninstalling things, where the toner probe is just for like finding the cable. So, and it kind of
cable.
sounds like that
connect
would
to that
be
side.
the right answer.
It basically
anyways,
looks
too.
like a magic wand. I'll show you
Electrical
guys
and
a picture in
electronic
just a moment.
engineering. Yeah, that's pretty.
It's like a magic wand.
Some of this
So you're gonna
might
go
be
connect it to the
useful
user
then.
side of the cable, and when you go to the patch panel and you hover this
Yeah, some of this is
wand
very
of
much
sorts
like
near the correct
relevant
cable,
then
it's
for
gonna
you.
generate a tone. So never mind it being called a
Man,
toner
I could not
probe,
do.
it's
I really
also
want to
known
work
as a
on, with
tone
software. I don't want to
generator
work with the
because
hardware.
It generates a tone. It
I
makes
don't
a
think I'm
beeping
a
sound
hardware kind of
some
girl.
kind. They're not all exactly the same.
I feel like
you don't
I'm not
actually have
very
to even
good
touch
with
the
it.
cables. That's just the
I'd
interesting
be so
part.
scared.
As soon as you
to.
just hover that magic wand near the cable, it generates a tone. Very
Okay.
useful to also locate cables.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the
It generates a tone when you are.
probe.
Okay.
You get many kinds.
There,
and
it
you
looks
can go
like
to
that.
Google right now. We're gonna search for tone generator. When investigating,
Okay.
you notice
User complains they can never seem to transfer data at more than 100 megabytes per second. Transfer rate when investigating, you notice the user is using the wrong
that the
cable.
user
Oh
is
gosh,
using the
which
wrong
cable?
cable. What cable is the user using? So you've basically come to the conclusion that the reason they are not able to transmit at more than 100 cables.
Okay,
This
well,
question is going to test you on how well you know your cables.
it
their
can't be. Cat
speeds,
6
and their
is
maximum
more the
distances.
updated version.
More specifically, their speeds in this instance.
It's got to be
So
one of the
first one we've got
5s, I
there's
think.
Cat 5. So all 4 of these are Ethernet cable. Ethernet is not specific to a LAN cable, by the way.
I'll be
So all
doing
4 of
my master's on computer science engineering though, so yes, I will be shifting a bit
them are
towards the software
Ethernet.
side.
All 4 of
Gotcha,
them are
gotcha.
LAN cables. So visually they
Okay,
might look the same to you,
nice.
but they are not. I assure you, they are not the same, these cables. Cat 5
Yeah.
is the oldest one out of the lot, so I suppose it depends on which country you're in or which town you're in, but in my country,
Yeah.
the last time I saw companies using Cat 5 was up until about 2008, 2009, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
the Cat
And then companies started
6,
switching
I
over to
believe
Cat
both of them
5e,
are more
And
updated.
now in my area, pretty much all companies are either using Cat 6 or Cat 6a.
Yeah.
So we don't really have Cat 7 or Cat 8 yet. They do exist, but you don't really find those. They're not popular
I'm
yet
gonna
because
say-
they're expensive and they've got a
Man, I
couple
don't
of
know. It's got to
downsides
be one of the
as
Cat
well.
5s.
So Cat 5, what is the speed to Cat 5? Cat 5, the speed is 100 megabits per second, so that is
Oh,
most
okay.
likely what the user is using. Remember, they are
It
complaining
is Cat 5,
they
just the
cannot
regular Cat
transfer
5.
at a
I don't know
speed
what the Cat
more
5E, I don't
than
know what
100
that
megabits per
speed
second.
is.
So they're most likely using a Cat 5 cable. That is the problem. So that is the one they should not be using. And
Yeah,
that is
use
most
an
likely the
updated
answer
one.
here. The
Get
answer
with the
is they're using
times,
Cat
man.
5 because, well, the maximum speed of Cat 5 is 100 megabits per second. Now looking at the other answers here, just for the fun of it, since we already know what the
Yeah,
answer is,
let's
the answer is
see.
A here, Cat 5. Cat 5e is exactly 10
Confusing,
times
I know.
faster.
When it gets
1,000 megabits per second.
1,000?
which is also known
Okay.
as 1
This is
gigabit
1,000
per second. I've actually got a
megabits.
table here
Also
on the right
1
for you
gigabit.
guys.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
This
yay,
is
we
gonna
get a
make
table. Okay. This is so much easier. Okay. So they're all the same distance. They all reach the same distance. So this one caps at 100 megabytes per second. This one is 1,000 megabytes or 1 gigabyte. This one, Cat 6, is also 1,000 megabytes or 1 gigabyte per second. How does it different? Is it just like, I don't know how it's different then. I'm sure there's something that's different because it's definitely updated from the 5e. And then Cat 6a is the best. It is fast. It was fast as fuck. It's Sonic, boy. All right, that's 10,000 megabits per second or 10 gigabytes per second.
A
Okay.
little bit easier for you guys to understand
Oh,
what I'm
shoot.
saying. So I'm gonna
Some of
take
this
it
stuff
down.
you just have
It's
to
based
remember.
on
It's kind of
book.
crazy.
What
Okay.
type of
All right, next question. Users complain about connectivity issues. After investigation, you find the problem to be, oh gosh, EMI. Okay. What type of cable?
cable with
Wait,
the
here.
problem to be
Electromagnetic
EMI.
interference. That's what it
EMI,
is.
for those of you
Electromagnetic interference. I was like, what?
not
I think
familiar
that's
with, is electromagnetic interference.
Yep.
What
I was like, I
type
gotta
of
remember what
cable
everything
would
stands
be
for.
the best to use?
Downloading GTA 6 using Cat 6. Yeah. Gotta use the. You better use the Cat. What was it? Cat 6A. I think that you would be. I mean, it's gotta be a big game, right? You gotta upgrade, man. Okay.
Investigating, you find
Without
the
it
problem
costing
to
too
be
much and without
EMI.
sacrificing
So
performance.
EMI, for those of you that are not familiar with, would be the best details
Okay.
here. So what is the problem? EMI. So if you
And
don't know what
EMI stands for electromagnetic induction. Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
EMI is, it's electromagnetic
Oh, man.
interference. If you bring an
It stands for different thing. That's confusing. Sorry, I don't. Hopefully, I don't confuse you.
That the answer?
Okay.
So, looking at the first answer, coaxial.
Okay. Oh,
is
gosh.
that the answer?
Coaxial.
No. So coaxial
Okay, no.
is immune to EMI, not completely.
Okay.
But it does have
Shielded twisted pair Cat 6. I think it would be this one. Because multimodal fiber costs a lot, if I remember correctly. Unshielded twisted pair Cat 5E.
shielding.
I think it needs
So coaxial
shielding.
does have copper or steel braiding, and it's got some shielding like tinfoil around it. So it is somewhat immune, but that is old technology.
Yeah, it's old.
Outdated. So if you read the last part of that question, it said without sacrificing performance. So coaxial, yes, it's going to help with the EMI, but we are going to be sacrificing performance, so we can rule out A.
So I think it's gotta
Looking
be.
at answer B, STP. So STP stands for
Coaxial
shielded twisted pairs. That's a normal LAN cable. In this case, specifically Cat 6 LAN cable. Yeah, so far I think that's going to be our answer because it's
He thinks it's
shielded.
gonna be the answer
So you
too.
cut that LAN cable open.
Am I
You might
actually
got a little bit of a
remembering
shield
stuff?
around it.
What?
I'm going to give you guys a picture of all of these in just a moment.
Alright,
Looking at
we'll get
answer
pictures
C,
in a moment. You gotta see them
UTP,
up
so that's
close.
unshielded twisted pair. Cat 5E.
That's not the
So
answer.
that's definitely not going to be the answer because
Yeah.
it's just normal LAN cable which is not shielded. I mean,
And
that's the
fiber
problem
would
to
be
begin
too
with.
expensive.
They
I'm
are
fairly
most
sure.
likely using
you
UTP at this
don't
point
want it
in
to cost
time.
too
That's why
much.
they're having this issue. So C, I can definitely rule out. Looking at answer D, multi-mode fiber. Now fiber, for those of you that don't know, is
Oh, hello, Matthew. Hi, welcome. SCP is more resistant to EMI, but Cat 6 is more pricey. Okay. Yeah, he said it's a lot cheaper, but he said that it was, I don't know, he said it was the right answer because coaxial is old technology. I don't know if I said that right, coaxial. But yeah, fiber is gonna be the most expensive, 100%. But yeah, yeah. So,
is
well, we got it right.
100% completely
I've gotten them all
immune to
right so
EMI.
far.
So coaxial cable,
Which is surprising,
shielded twisted
kind
pair,
of.
they're immune but not completely
Oh.
immune. It's just they're not
How
as
are you doing
interfered
though,
with as
Matthew?
much as a normal
Hello,
UTP cable.
welcome.
Fiber, on the other hand, uses glass and light. It doesn't use copper. So it's completely immune to EMI. Also,
Okay,
so
we basically
it's a
know.
coaxial cable. It's
Okay,
got a
so
little
those are the
copper
different
braiding, This
ones.
one, you can see it's got a little foil there. So this is somewhat immune. The second cable
Yeah, that
from the
looks
left,
very
that
different.
is an STP cable.
Because fiber doesn't use electric signals. Yeah.
Cat 5E. That's
Yeah,
use
I'm
it.
guessing since you know so much about this, I'm guessing you work in this field, or at least are studying for it. I'm guessing. But I only have my A+ so far, and I'm trying to brush up on it because I'm getting more certifications, but I haven't practiced in like 6 months, so.
Complains his phone or
okay.
tablet can't connect to any Wi-Fi network and is unable to send or receive
Bro's the
calls.
employer.
What is the most
True,
likely
yeah,
cause
probably.
for this? All right, so right off the bat, that can mean a lot of things.
asking
So let's have a look at the
all the
possible
hiring
answers here.
questions.
The first one says disable hotspot. All right, so we need to go and disable.
Okay, so can't connect to Wi-Fi network. It's probably the airplane mode, right? So it shouldn't be. The battery has nothing to do with it. A VPN All of these should have
hotspot,
nothing
or
to
it
do
might
with it.
be a disabled hotspot.
I think most
no.
likely cause
so the
would be
fact that they
airplane
can't
mode.
connect to a Wi-Fi has got nothing to do with disabling hotspot.
Yeah.
VPN. So
YouTube, unshielded twisted pair. Cat 5e would be unshielded. Twisted pair, but since it's a newer standard, it should be more resistant to EMI than coaxial. Gotcha. Took the A plus back in 2019. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you have to renew it every so often, which is like, So yeah, I just got it in this year actually, earlier this year, but I'm going back to school soon, so I gotta study up.
VPN, for those of you that's not familiar, is short for virtual private. Like VPN is a secure, remote way for you to go and connect back to, let's say,
How does he
office
roll his
and
eyes
work
like
in an
that?
encrypted connection. It's got nothing to do with Wi-Fi.
Dang.
Battery.
Yeah.
Battery
Airplane
would not
mode.
cause the Wi-Fi not to work.
Somebody's kid
Last
turned
option
on
here is
airplane mode.
Airplane mode, which is the answer.
That's probably
Let me
the
make that green for you guys.
true what
For
happened.
those of you
Yeah.
that's not familiar, if you have a tablet
Someone's
or a phone,
kid was
you put
messing
that
around with
device
their
in
iPad and turned it to airplane mode.
Sometimes it's just called plane mode, I think. That
Carrier
basically
problem.
turns
Yeah.
off all wireless connectivity on that device.
Yeah,
the
just a
screen is
carrier
on,
problem.
you can still
It
browse
sucks
the
when there's
device,
outages
do
like
some
that.
things offline, but any form of wire.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, it's still usable, but like jobs do look for an updated, like recent, like still not expired certification, unfortunately. So, and also the job market right now.
Whether we're talking Bluetooth here, Wi-Fi.
Without a bachelor's or call center, yeah, it's rough out there,
Make your own
man.
hotspot if you want
It's
to
crazy
receive
too,
phone
'cause,
calls,
like,
make phone calls.
I don't understand why you exactly need that if you have experience, but oh well.
In all forms of.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Beep, 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 beep.
Watched a
Oh
decently
gosh,
long list
which
through
one of
here,
these are
guys.
fiber
I made
cable
it
connectors? Oh god, I do not remember any of
this
these.
long on purpose because I want to try and get you guys familiar with connectors. In case you're not already, in case you guys haven't watched all the modules of my video
Ooh,
course.
I'm so bad when it
So
comes
a little
to
trick I can tell you
all
guys
these
regarding
letters.
fiber cable connectors,
Okay.
and please note
I'm
this
listening.
only works in the A+ exam. Do not try this trick in the N+ exam because you will fail that exam if you try this trick there.
Oh, wonderful. I
Any
gotta remember
connector
this
that's got 2 letters and only 2 letters in the A+ exam is a fiber cable connector.
Ah,
So
okay.
if you look at these answers I've got for you guys, there's 6 of them. Which ones have got 2 letters? That will be A,
Yay,
D, and E in this
but you
instance.
can't use
So
it in any
ST,
other thing, just in
SC,
the A+.
and LC. So those are abbreviations for the actual names of these connectors. All 3 of those guys, I can guarantee you, are fiber
I'll have to
cable
study up on that because I cannot
B,
remember that.
RJ45 is for normal LAN cable connectors. C, RJ11 is for normal POTS lines, telephone lines.
Okay.
And F, B, and C is for coaxial cable connectors, for those of you that
Okay.
don't know. Now, just in
Gotcha.
case you're curious
Help my
regarding
family with it whenever they need, but can't get paid. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
fiber cable
I don't
connectors,
understand
the
it.
3 that is listed there in green
Like,
now.
you've
for you
got
guys,
the
and those are the
skills, you
answers.
know, but
that is in real life not the only connectors for fiber you get. There's actually many other kinds of fiber action.
Okay, I'll have to study up on that. I'll make sure to do
Here
that.
is 4 different kinds.
Oh god,
of
cloud computing. I can't. I hate cloud computing. If it expired, it doesn't exist. Yep. Yeah. And it doesn't matter too. It's stupid how it doesn't matter if you did most of your college degree and everything. Like if you didn't get it, you didn't. Like it's worthless. Like it's so dumb. Yeah, job market is. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's sad right now.
Thingamabobs that we get. The first
Scalable services. Oh, it must be rapid elasticity. I think I remember that. Is it like
which is
scalable?
on
That
demand.
sounds like
So on
elasticity sounds like it
demand
can
is not the
stretch.
answer. That is to
That's
give
what I
the
remember.
user
I
or
think
the customer or the client,
rapid elasticity. Because I don't think it. No.
that's probably going to be you, what they need when they need it. So if I would like to go and acquire something new quickly in the cloud, I don't need to go and deal with other
Yeah,
people. I
oh
can literally
man,
just go
I'm
and get
kind
it.
of in the same
Minimal
boat right
paperwork,
now.
basically none for the most
I
part.
get
I can just
ya.
go and get it. I just make it. I get what I need right now.
Yeah, I'm working on
So
my
that's what
degree,
on-demand
but
is. On
like,
premises,
it's hard without
if
a
I
job.
want
Like,
a
how
new
do you
server, I'm
pay
probably
for
gonna have to
that?
go and build it, buy it,
You
wait for
know,
it to
like,
arrive. It takes time. It wastes
how do
time.
you pay for
The
getting a
cloud, you
degree?
get what
Like,
you want when you
when
want it.
like
Wow, I sound
places
like an
don't
idiot
pay
kid.
enough to.
When you have needed. So in the cloud, this is one of my favorite benefits about the cloud.
RJ, Ethernet.
And it's not
Yeah,
specific
RJ
to Microsoft or Amazon or
11 is
anything like
phone.
that. You pay only for what you use, which is one of the main reasons why so many companies are actually going to the cloud. You only pay for what you use, and it's normally a per minute billing system. So if you don't use something, turn it off or delete it, and then, well, you're not going to pay for it. So it costs you a heck of a lot less. The answer in this case is actually going to be C, rapid elasticity.
Rapid
I
elasticity.
didn't butcher that name because I can't say that. I think I said it correctly. So that is the concept of being able to increase your service or the resources to your service when you need it, and to decrease it again. I mean, I'm giving you guys the example of a server, but it's actually not limited to servers. This can be anything. So hypothetically, let's say
okay,
you've got a
I get the concept.
website.
I feel like I'm just like, I don't want to. I'll go back and review this stuff later, but I feel like if I get the answer right, I'm
Which
pretty,
tool should you
pretty
use? So for those of you not familiar with
properly
data
grounded.
racks, the racks are in a server room. If anyone has actually ever been in an actual server room, these giant tower rack data multimeter, multimeter for those.
It should be. Oh
Who's
man.
been familiar with it is something
Properly grounded.
the electricians would normally go and use, but we IT people can also go and use them. You can go and use them for a lot of things. You can go and test resistance. You can go and test connectivity. You know, in the form of electricity. You can go and check resistance. I think I did say that.
Hello, Dromade. Oh gosh, I'm so bad with names. Dromeda. Hi. How are you doing? Can I argue from any tools to do this job? Really?
You can go check
let's
volts,
see
amps. You can check if something is grounded. Whoops, I just gave you guys
I think
the
he
answer.
might.
So the answer, yes, is multimeter.
Multimeter,
Cable
okay.
tester is not the answer. I mean, obviously BC and D is not going to be the answer since I told you the
Dro
answer.
is fine. Okay.
Cable tester
Well,
is something
welcome.
you use
Hi.
normally to test network cables. Cat 5, Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 6a,
Okay.
your normal LAN cables. That's a cable tester. So they're not too expensive. They're actually very cheap. You can buy them at most tech stores and stuff, these little cable testers. A tone generator is something I did mention to you guys earlier in a previous question. I think there it was called a toner probe.
Toner
Here it's
probe?
called a tone generator.
Yes.
It's something
I
you
love
connect
his
to one side
accent.
of a
What the
cable.
heck?
So
He
you
kind
can
of.
trace that
I
cable.
don't know if he's
through a
Australian.
wall,
He
through
kind of
a
actually
roof.
sounds like David Tennant. He sounds like that a little bit. Not gonna lie. I'm glad my parents provided for me. Oh yeah, I know. It's cost of education here is like, man. Irish or Danish? Actually, yeah, he kind of does. I thought he was Australian at first, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm so horrible with accents and like deciding where they're from or figuring out where they're from. Scottish. Oh, I think David Tennant is Scottish, and he sounds like David Tennant. So, probably. Yeah, oh my gosh, taking college classes for close to 10 years. Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. It's rough. It's rough, man. Yes, oh my gosh, you agree with me. Best Doctor Who actor, for real. He's my favorite. Oh, I want to go back and watch those again.
Through the floor. And if there's a lot of cables in one location, you can check which one it is, because if you have the little magic wand near the correct cable, it's going to generate a tone.
Is my stream? Hopefully my stream isn't too behind, by the way.
A voltmeter. It shows you volts. That's all it does.
I feel like maybe it's
Question
behind
9.
a little bit.
A user complains that their PC is making a clicking sound that they have been hearing for more and more and more. They mentioned this is especially happening when they open a video editing software. What should you do first? Now for this one, I've got a pretty decent list of answers.
You should Um, Well, you should always back up everything before you do anything. Stream's been fun. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, sounds good. Glad it's not too far behind, because sometimes, I don't know. I also don't know if my sound is okay, ever. I feel like my sound is, it's either, like, too quiet, too loud. It's all over the place. Oh, okay, replace the fans. It shouldn't be that. Oh, thank you, Moto. Yeah, never give up. Exactly. Makes you think HDD? Okay. Yeah, now that you say that, yeah, the clicking... I mean, I think he's gonna say they'll always back up everything before doing shit, because... I definitely don't think it's the fans. Yeah, it's definitely... I don't think a system restore would do anything. But yeah, always backup data. For real, yeah, I actually need to. I'm horrible myself with like backing stuff up and like, yeah, I need to actually do that myself. I feel like I'm awful with my own PC, but like I'd be decent in a job, you know, with other people's PCs.
Yep. So, what should you do first if you hear a clicking sound? Now, if it's just a random clicking sound, it can be a lot of things, guys. It could literally
Every
be
IT
something
person,
like a fan.
yeah, I freak out when it's my own computer. I'm like,
sound
no!
is not something you want to hear
All
in
the
a
money
computer. A clicking sound, let me tell you
cost.
guys a story, then you're going to know what the answer is. It's normally an indication of a failing hard drive. So I'm not talking about solid state drives, I'm talking about normal mechanical hard drives, the ones that's got
hard
parts,
drives,
all that inside of it. So it's normal to hear a hard drive.
Oh, what should you do for... So I was kind of right. I was kind of right. Yeah, true. It's always those trick questions on, especially on the exam and everything. It's like, what should you do first? And it's like, oh, well, like, I think this is the problem, but oh, wait, this is the actual answer, because you always got to back stuff up. You're right. Oh, hi, Black Hole. I'm sorry. I was so focused. What do I think about black holes though? They're kind of scary. As an alien who goes to space sometimes, it's scary. They're cool, but like also you get sucked into one. Who knows where you go? I also don't know like much about space though, not gonna lie. It's interesting, but it also is like, it's so much. Thinking of switching from computer science to network security. Okay. It'll be a lot easier and yeah, I am currently going to school for cybersecurity, but I'm getting a bunch of certifications and stuff. Hopefully I can find a job before I graduate even. Hopefully, but we'll see, you know. Gotta pay for school and stuff. So. Calculus I've never taken a calculus class. It sounds rough though.
It's normal to hear a little bit of clicking now and then. But if you suddenly hear more clicking than usual, way more often, and you start experiencing weird lags,
you're in risk management.
The data at times, or you can't access the hard drive at times, that is all signs.
Yeah,
of
well, that's cool.
hardware.
It's cool that you're in that field. And
so sometimes when you start hearing clicking, the hard drive might have already failed.
You know,
sometimes
I'm
you get lucky.
to get into
this
it,
actually happens more often than you think. Where you
nervous.
start hearing clicking. And as soon as you turn that PC off, the hard drive will never turn back on again. The next time you start a computer, hard drive will not start,
I
and
think
the
I'll
data is
correct
lost.
Matthew.
So if you hear clicking,
yeah, you
it
are
could be
unique. You are unique.
Hours,
black holes are unique.
Days, weeks, months. I had hard drives
but they're also they're mysterious, I guess, is what I should say.
And they would not fail. But generally, it either has failed immediately, or it's about to be replaced.
So yeah, back up everything was the answer.
But they pay a monthly fee for. All right.
Yeah, I bet. I know it pays well though, and job security is. I know, like sometimes places are like. like they kind of think like, oh, they're like, everything's fine here, like security is fine, we don't need our cybersecurity team, and then they just like lay people off, and then like their stuff gets like hacked and everything, and they're like, what? So, but I know people are, you know, they do need it though. I was able to find a job. Yeah. Job hunting is rough because like I am looking for stuff with just my A+, like at least to try and get something, you know, so that I can pay for school to finish it. But yeah.
Somewhere else, so we know it's cloud. The question is, what kind of cloud
user
are we
who signed up for a web-based application, they pay a monthly fee for
dealing with? So
just the following solutions. Oh gosh, I'm platform as a service. I think it's desktop as a service, or am I wrong? Software as a service. It's not information as a service, is it? No. A web-based application should be software, right? Infrastructure. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't done studying, like, I need to brush up because I'm going back to school and getting more certifications and stuff, but I haven't studied for like 6 months. So I'm a little rusty. Let's see. Okay. I think it's platform. I think it's
first one here out of the
software,
4
right?
answers we've got IaaS. The I stands for service. Infrastructure as a service.
Infrastructure as a
B is
service?
software as a service.
Okay, goodbye. Perfect sandbox, service, Cisco packet tracing.
C is platform.
Alright, yeah, have a good day though. Yeah, thank you for stopping
As a
by.
service,
Sorry,
and
I'm
D
like
is
very
desktop
focused right now.
as a service.
Normally
So
my
basically just a
gaming stuff though, I do a lot of chatting.
front
but-
letter that keeps changing here. So looking at the very first one, infrastructure as a service, what classifies as infrastructure? So if you look
is
at your
like
normal
the-
laptop, desktop or server on premises, if you have something on it like a virtual machine that's running
Okay,
on that
virtual
laptop,
machine.
that desktop, that server, that is infrastructure. But it's just infrastructure because it's running on your property. It's
your
using
property.
your... Now, if you go and take that virtual machine, it's not limited to virtual machines. I'm just using this as an example. Something like Microsoft's Azure platform. Infrastructure, but now since it's not using your resources, it's now using someone else's resources, and they're rendering that machine back. So you can do anything pretty much on that machine.
Wait,
Running somewhere else, and the cloud provider, like service,
Okay.
here, guys. Software as
Yeah,
a service.
yeah,
and
software as a
Office
service.
365
I got
is
it
a very
right.
good example of that.
Wee.
Depending on a subscription you've got,
Yeah.
you will have access to things like Word,
networking section of A+ exam was your favorite part. Oh.
Excel, PowerPoint,
Gotcha,
Microsoft
gotcha.
Teams. You can access the
For example, learn how doing host protocol configuration protocol works. Oh, really? I should do that too, cause like I don't know, DHCP like kind of confuses me.
via a web browser
feel like-
without necessarily having them installed on your computer. That would be an example of premises.
Okay.
Versus
We're gonna skip past this. I can review this later. We'll
what
just do
should you
the
people to question from
interesting part
remotely
of it.
logging in?
or quote unquote interesting, I guess. Depends on your
server.
definition of
Which
interesting.
port should your technician block? Looking at the port numbers, we've got a
Oh god, I hate port numbers. I'm so bad. I know there's a trick to it, but I don't remember. I didn't like really look into it that far. What are you, like block people from remotely logging into a server?
available here, guys. We've got port 80. Port 80 is for HTTPS,
HTTPS.
Hypertext Transfer
Okay.
Protocol. That's
That question is so vague. Is it?
normal web browsing in clear text. Port 21 is FTP, file transfer protocol. So
File transfer protocol is
to transfer files and stuff between servers and stuff in the background. Not really what we're looking for. Port 23 is telnet. That's to remotely connect to something.
Oh, so is it like kind of not a great
to
question?
a router or telnet
Like
to a
it could
switch.
be any
You
of
ask
these
username and a
so
password, and you
for
can go and
most
do
of
some
them.
configuration on that. It's not necessarily in a GUI interface. It's normally more the command line interface. We would use things like putty and whatever to go and do that.
Hello,
but
Dragon.
I think that's probably going to be the
Hi.
answer here. The
Welcome,
fact that they
welcome.
said you need to block people from remotely logging into a server. Telnet does count as remotely logging in, so that's probably going to be your answer here. C. D is 443, which is HTTPS. So A was HTTP, and D is HTTPS. The S stands for secure.
80 is HTTP. Oh gosh. Okay. HTTP and then HTTPS. Okay.
So it's hypertext transfer protocol secure. It's also web browsing, except this bad boy is encrypted web browsing. So in conclusion, guys, the answer here, I think we all know, is port 23.
C. Okay. Yeah.
Moving on to question 12.
Okay.
User 1 complains they can't connect to another user on the network. What command can user 1 run in command prompt to test connectivity to another host?
Okay.
Now, we used to say test connectivity to another computer, but these days,
nice.
people don't necessarily.
You still remember the basics.
Power, the printer, a scanner, can be anything that you can connect
that's
to the network.
important.
You can go and test connectivity too. So what command do we use for that? So looking at the available answers, the answer here.
Okay, test connectivity. It should be. Oh gosh, ping. Yeah, it should be ping.
Guys,
you think it's ping too?
We'll get the other ones as well.
Yeah.
So ping, if you go.
I was gonna say, because that doesn't really make sense. That's just for IP. What does trace ert do again? I don't remember. To be honest. Let's see. Okay.
Type that into command prompt, followed by a space, and when the remote destination's IP address or its name, it's gonna send 4 packets.
Traces the path the packet went. Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate you having you guys in chat. Oh my gosh. Hey, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I really appreciate it's not run by me. The Discord is not run by me, by the way. But it is like just something that my viewers have set up that they really wanted to, because I don't have a Discord myself. But all my viewers are really nice. So yeah. If you guys want to join it, I'm not in there personally, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should, I do have Discord. I just I don't have a server. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need a server. I mean, it's so much to manage too and everything, and keep keep track of things. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna use Discord server, so can share my lab papers and stuff. True. I need to yeah, maybe we just need a tech group server and everything. Help me study. Mission, help Nix and Matthew get a degree and a job, right? We can just all share information and stuff. Anyway, okay.
Small packets of data to the remote device or host, and if that device is configured correctly, and if it's on a HubCat configuration, if
beep. Let's skip.
Not me. It's beyond.
Okay. I just need the
dynamic IP address.
Oh gosh, I hate freaking.
This is you need to know what the class A, B, and C IP address is, especially.
Wait, what does he say?
So
That is-
2020 is an
okay.
example of an APIPA IP
Apipa.
address. Before I get
I
into
love
the
it.
possible answers, guys, IP addresses is something you guys need to be very familiar with when you write the A+ exam, and even more so when you write the Network Plus exams.
Oh, the
So
Network
you
Plus.
need
I
to
think
know
that's my next one.
what an IP address is. You need to know what a public and a private IP address is.
DHCP is what gives you IP address, domain host, configuration protocol. I got it. People IP
You
and
need to know
agent.
what a
Is it kind of
static-
obsolete now, or do you just not work with
dynamic IP
that
address
stuff?
is. You need to know what a class A, B, and C
I don't know. I
IP
feel like some of the stuff like
address is,
isn't very
especially class C.
practical
You need
information.
to
Like you won't
basically be
actually
able to
use it.
identify
It's
them
just
for the
kind of
most
like
part. In N+, you need to
useless.
do more than just identifying them.
nowhere else will use the IP. Your
You need
PC
to know
gives
what
itself
a
and
PIP
it's
IP is, of
on.
course, which
Okay.
is this question, and you need to
offline.
know what a loopback IP is. I might have
Okay.
forgotten one or two, but that's the
Gotcha,
gist of it.
gotcha.
Alright, so here are the
I
4
didn't
possible
remember what
answers
it
we've got
was.
for
Oh
today.
gosh, it's. Oh, fuck.
The first one there is a private IP address. It's a class C private
okay.
IP address. And if you look at the second one, that is a
think it's
loopback IP address. That's to
between
test your
either
own
of these
TCP
two.
IP stack and to test your own network card if it's working. Answer C, any weird IPs you don't recognize is normally a public IP address. So by the looks of it, answer C looks like a public IP address to
Okay,
me.
that's public.
And answer D is most certainly the answer, which is an APIPA IP address.
Okay.
APIPA IP addresses always start with
You got it.
169.
I just need to brush up on this. Man.
254 is an APIPA IP address.
Apipa.
So if I ask you which one of the following is an APIPA, just look up.
I love how he says it. Burning Ice Tech is so good.
C is an example
Okay,
of a
wait. Here,
public
he's gonna. Okay. Private IP address. Loopback. Public. Apipa. Oh.
IP, and D is an
Yay.
example of an APIPA IP.
Apipa.
Moving on to question 14. User 1 is building a computer for a client. What can user 1 do or use to prevent ESD? What is
Static discharge. I can't remember it.
ESD, guys?
ESD.
ESD is short
Electromagnetic.
for electrostatic
Electrostatic
discharge.
discharge. Okay.
It basically refers to the fact that the human body is
I knew like
enough
what it was. I
static
don't
electricity
remember
in it
exactly what it
to
stood
blow
for.
circuitry. So if you go ahead and just touch a
You
motherboard,
can, Oh shoot! I was gonna say that. Dang, I skipped ahead too far, but it's the anti-static wrist strap.
Says Val needs to use an anti-static wrist strap or a rubber mat or both. So the answer to the exam will either be an anti-static wrist strap or it'll be rubber mat, but they will not give you both since they're both equally correct.
Okay.
So if you don't know what that looks like, ankle, and you clip
It
it onto the
looked like
frame
that.
of the case, and that's gonna essentially add that as an answer.
Okay, user 1 complains they don't have internet access and was working fine the day before. Runs the IP config command in command and sees the result, the image
There were
below.
questions. So use it below. It's
Which
small, but there
image?
is
Okay.
nonetheless.
IP configuration. Okay.
So after running IP, you get not.
Here, let's
Test the
see.
one
It
one
should
first.
be renew, I believe. Yeah, it's an apipa. Apipa. So you gotta like.
All right. So we've got ping. Ping is just to test.
No, ping is not it.
Release is to release your current dynamic IP address. Now that's assuming you've got one, of course.
Yeah, you wanna dynamic.
C is to
okay.
renew. We know what that is because of what we said in one of the previous questions. That's to ask for a new dynamic IP address in the event of you not having one. And then D is ipconfig flush DNS. That's to erase your DNS cache, the temporary memory of what site you've received during the night. IP address expires. That I like that.
Did I get it right?
First, type ipconfig /release to release the old IP. That's the same as turning the PC off.
Run
Then
first.
this
Oh
will be
wait.
followed by
Release.
ipconfig /renew to ask
And
for a
then
new
renew,
IP.
okay.
Look, remember what instead get
Wait.
ahead straight to renew. The answer here is to renew to ask for an IP address, boys and girls.
Okay. Wait, is that what you do first? Wait, I'm confused because he said you release first. I'm so confused.
Be very careful for these
So renewing gets the new connection
types
setup.
of
Okay.
questions in the exam. You
Okay,
will
okay.
get these types of questions in the exam.
Okay.
What is the
Here, let's go to the next one. I'll of course like I'm gonna brush up on all this later. Ideally, you'd flush the DNS first and then renew. They don't want that extra. Okay.
maximum distance? A Cat 5 Ethernet
Okay, technician installs a Cat 5e cable in the roof, which is 15 meters long. The technician complains that the cable appears to be dead even after replacing. What's the maximum distance? I think it's 100 meters. I think we discussed that
cable
earlier
can
already.
go
So it's
without
too
being
short.
repeated. So
Yeah, I think it's only 100
repeated
meters.
means you can go and put it into a switch. If it's a certain distance, you put it into a switch, and then from there you put in another cable, so that's going to repeat it. Or you can put it into an actual repeater, which is not something we actually do in real life. What is the maximum distance that Cat 5 can go? If you guys remember from the previous questions
yeah,
in this,
we'll just skip
same
forward
thing as SSH, repeater can go. I was
there we go.
drowning, but that's what the manual says. Same thing as SSH.
Following ports is for use for secure web browsing. We already said that earlier.
Except that's in clear text, so that's the older,
So that's
unsecure version, I suppose.
443, because that's HTTPS, the secure one, right?
C is 25, that is SMTP.
Here, I'm gonna go back though and listen to what these all are because I don't remember.
Answers that I've got for you guys here, and if
Love to
you were
hear
paying
this,
attention,
YouTube
you would know what the
speaker.
answer is now. So A, port 22,
For real.
that is for SSH, so that's to remotely connect to something like a switch and a router or what,
SSH, okay.
but it's encrypted. Port 23 at answer B, that is Telnet. So it's essentially the same thing as SSH, except that's in clear text, so that's the older, unsecure version, I suppose. C is
This
25.
80 was the unsecure one. It's the
HTTP,
HTTP.
so that is when you want to go and send the email, at least the old school way of doing things. D is port 80, HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which is normal web browsing in clear text, the unsecure version.
The unsecure version.
110 at answer E, that is POP3, that is to receive email, or at least the old school way. And answer F
And
is
then that is
which
the
of the
answer.
following wireless standards is only capable of 5 gigahertz frequency?
5 gigahertz
Alright, so
frequency.
I've got 4
Oh gosh, I did not do very well on these either.
standards here for you guys. Yes, there are other ones out there. So if we talk about wireless standards, the ones that's missing from this list is 802.11a. The net in the pandemic, it came out in 2021. To know that AX is so flippin' new. It actually came out during the pandemic. It came out in 2021, mind you. So if you go watch my N+ videos, you would know that. But for the A+ exam, you only need to know these 4. So starting at the top with 802.11a, that one is only able to run at 5 gigahertz.
That's only
Looking
5.
at
Okay.
802.11b, that one is only able to run at 2.4 gigahertz. 802.11g is only able to run at 2.4 gigahertz as well. 802.11n is able to run at both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz.
And 5.
Question
okay.
said what? Which of the following wireless standards is only capable of running at 5?
So it would be
That
A.
would be the first one, guys. A. So I'm going to highlight this for you guys in green.
Man, I don't know how to remember that.
Only able to run at 5 gigahertz.
Okay.
Looking, that's the one we
Okay.
use.
Oh shoot, I skipped ahead too far. Don't look. Oh wait, no, I did. Okay. I didn't. Okay, that was this question. Okay. This one is... Hey, it's okay. You know, sometimes we all need a little brush up on, you know, you have a page on all 13 versions of 802.11. Ah, okay. Yeah, I really need to look into like ways to remember them and everything. I feel like that would be super helpful. So 5 gigahertz, and then both of these B and G are 2.4, and then this is both. The N is both.
Home hotspot, Wi-Fi. You know, most of these devices broadcast at G, which is rain, unauthorized.
That's okay, Dragon. That's okay. See you later. Goodbye. Your technician is concerned that the Wi-Fi network is being utilized by unauthorized users.
So So in other words, there's people on the Wi-Fi network that does not need to be on network.
no.
You know, it's a little bunch of
People
that's up
stealing
to
our
shenanigans.
Wi-Fi.
Which of the following would minimize unauthorized use? Alright, so here's the possible answers.
Unauthorized use. I mean, I think it's technically this
Got
one.
to choose from changing the SSID. That is just the name of the network.
No,
It's not
okay.
going to stop people from connecting to it.
That's
If they,
just
for
the
example,
name.
have the
Okay,
password or whatever, changing the name of the Wi-Fi network is not going to do any difference,
I think
guys.
it's just the password,
B says
right?
using a Mac filter. So far, I think that's going to be the answer.
Mac
All
filter.
tablets, phones, laptops, and whatever have a MAC address. You can think
B or D. Okay, D is most
So this is
common.
your
I was gonna
ID
say, like,
or
I
your-
feel like D would be easier.
social security number. It's unique to every
I
device.
don't remember what a Mac filter was.
And, on this is your
Wait, what is a Mac filter
all
stand
tablets,
for?
phones, laptops, and whatever have a MAC address. You can think of this as your ID or your social security number. It's unique to every device.
Okay.
And on this router or access point, you can go put a filter. All the devices that's allowed to connect to it, you
Filtered
insert
by
their MAC
device
addresses
physical
in the
address.
whitelist,
Oh, okay.
basically. And anything else that connects, even if they've got the right password, will not be able to connect. Or you can just go and, well, do it the other way around. But it's easy just to go and verify.
I feel like he's gonna say B, even though
I think the password
usually D, as you said. Yeah, he's gonna say B.
Bypass the hack.
I mean, I guess
Go and
that's
use a possible E.
you do the
Alright, so
extreme.
here-
I feel like a lot of these questions on the exams, like they go to the extremes a lot of the times, just to make sure that you're like super duper, I don't know, prepared, secure, whatever. Which of the following services provides a device with an IP address? That is the
Here are the services we've got to our
Configuration
disposal. We've
protocol,
got
isn't
DNS at the top, so that's domain name server or service, depending on how you want to look at it. That is to convert IPs to names and names to IPs. It's
Okay.
not the only thing it does, but in a nutshell, that's what
It makes sense, even with the right
it does.
credentials. they
So if
do
you go to your
blocks.
website and you type in www.facebook.com or youtube.com, your computer doesn't actually know what that is or where that is.
domain
So your machine's going to ask the
Okay,
DNS,
yeah.
hey buddy, my user
Hey,
just
buddy."
typed in facebook.com or youtube.com. I don't know what
okay.
that says. Could be
Yeah,
web-
DHCP.
and
We
the
agree.
receipts, it's not a did not be.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just gonna
also
skip.
a role you install on a server, or at least
Okay, we're gonna
which
skip forward a
cables
little more. Which one of the following network cables can be used and installed to avoid a fire code violation?
are fire resistant.
Oh, we don't want to
Which
have
ones
fire
don't give
code
off poison?
violation. Network cables. Is this another one that's kind of like vague? I'm a little confused because what is plenum? Is that an old one? Because I have not heard that one like at all. I feel like some of these they just like skip over, and maybe that's because they're like outdated. But like, it's like I don't know. I feel like fiber is a new one, so like I feel like it should be pretty secure, right? Coaxial and fiber both meet. Yeah.
Business
Okay.
gas.
I mean,
which
whatever.
one
We'll
is-
see.
was-
Plenum?
is-
What does
it does
plenum
not
mean?
give
Wait, I'm confused. What does plenum mean? Okay.
off poisonous toxic gases because we tend to put these cables in the walls or in
Okay.
the roof or so. So in the event of it possibly catching fire, no poisonous gases. I think that honestly in real life that's probably going to be the least of your concern. There's going to be so much flippant smoke. But nonetheless, it does not give off poisonous gas or anything like that.
Okay.
The answer is plenum. Coaxial, no. If you burn that sucker, it's going to give off gases, and that's all
Oh.
cable. Fiber is made out of glass for the most part, but it's not the one that's going to help you with fire code violations. Shielded, no. It could be. I mean, believe it or not, some shielded cables
Weird.
are made of. So whenever someone says fire code violation, fire resistant, or anti-toxic
I guess
gases,
plenum
look
is
for
the
the
answer.
word plenum. To be at the very, very so it's
I've
not
literally
just
never
one of
heard
those.
that,
Check
but
this
okay.
1,100 will be a video
Alright,
for
bye,
the one
dragon.
be up while it's closed. Two.
Okay.
Which of the following
Devices broadcast out of all of it.
devices broadcast out of all its
Hmm.
ports? There's a certain way we phrase this. We say
Oh gosh. I don't think it's either one of these. It's gotta be a hub,
Hey,
right?
this device is a very dumb device. That's actually how we phrase it. It's a very dumb device. Which device I'm referring to, guys? The answer is a hub.
Yeah.
It's a device which is for the most part extinct, not completely.
Yeah,
but
that's what he just said. Yeah, hubs are ancient.
nobody uses it. A hub at first glance looks like a switch, if you've ever seen a switch. So it allows you to plug in various network cables into it, so you can go and connect your various laptops, desktops,
Yeah, because I was gonna
and
say, it
services
just
stuff to one
connects
another.
like stuff.
The
So-
problem with that is, if one device sends something to another device on the network, if my laptop sends something to your laptop on a network and we plugged into the same hub, the hub will send that information out of all its ports.
Okay.
And nobody uses it in real life, so I don't know why it's still in the exam.
Nobody
I feel
really
it's put
uses
there
it in
to
real
mess-
life.
A switch device sends the information to the device who it was intended for.
Okay.
So if my device sends something to your device on a network, it would go only to your device. A router or a router,
router?
depending on which country you're from, you'll probably
What is he
pronounce that
on?
differently.
A
It's to
router?
route your information.
What is a
over the
router?
internet, like the name suggests. It is your gateway in most cases to the internet. So that's the last
Gateway to the
device.
internet. Yep.
AP for short. We very often refer to it just as an
AP.
AP. It's just a device on the wall or the roof or the ceiling. It's normally on the roof. It allows you and other people to connect to it wirelessly.
Wirelessly
And
connect.
from there you can go and
Okay.
connect to your router. So if you are away and the signal's not going to get
Okay,
questions about this.
gotcha. Yo, this guy is definitely European. Oh my gosh, he is so European.
The following devices is usually a PC's default gateway. Alright, so here we've got a couple of
Oh.
answers for you.
Default gateway, like what does it mean gateway? Like gateway to the intranet? Because that would be a... I'm a little confused what it means by gateway, I guess. That would be a router, right?
For you guys,
Yeah,
again,
okay,
can
you
see
think
it's very much the
router?
same answers.
I'm gonna
but
call
this
it
time
that
the
now.
answer's not gonna necessarily be
Bro, I'm
A,
gonna,
which
while I'm studying, I'm just, in my brain, I'm gonna be like, oh, a router? And then when I actually get a job, though, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna, like, call it a router by accident, and they'll be like, what the fuck? Who did we hire?
was happened in pre-
Default gateway, default point of access for the internet. Okay,
question.
gotcha. That's how I was
So,
interpreting it, but I was
default
like,
gateway, what is that?
I don't know.
That is the first device in most
100%.
cases that you're usually. So what is
Okay.
the first, guys, anything technical
So
like that, the
router.
A plus scores wouldn't ask you anything. Just extra that.
okay.
Then imagine
Which of the following devices can use virtual LANs to secure networks? Virtual LANs. I don't think it's a hub. I don't think it's a router.
Imagine you've got a medium to large size company.
Is it a switch?
And suddenly there's a need to have
you
extra
think it's a
networks
switch?
in that
Okay.
company.
I was
Do
gonna
you
say access point,
really
but
want to go
I'm
for the
wrong.
painstaking process of putting extra cables in the walls for the exact same locations and all that? No, it's going to cost a lot of money, a lot of time, and it's make the switches
Okay,
you
what
get
is, yeah,
unmanaged,
switch.
you get
Okay.
normally done
What does
on
a switch
managed.
do again exactly? I feel like I'm a
You get
little
different
confused on that.
kinds of switches. You get unmanaged, you get managed. Unmanaged is, well, cheap versions, and they normally only have one VLAN, which means everything on that switch is on the same network. Maybe this is configured correctly and your cable's working.
Switching is like offline networking. Oh, okay. Instead of the internet. Oh, you've made VLANs before for college? Oh,
You would
nice.
essentially be on the same network. That's
Nice,
it. End
nice.
of story. But on
You have an internal network within the
a
same
managed
building.
switch,
Okay.
just because you and
That
another
makes
device
sense,
is
I
plugged
guess.
into the same switch does not mean you're on the same network. You could be...
Okay.
No.
On to the next one. Which of the following cloud... I hate cloud stuff. I was so bad at it when I was doing the actual exam. Oof. Intranet is a word for... Okay, yeah. I have heard that before. Which of the following cloud models allows a company to keep some data on premises and in the cloud at the same time? It's hybrid. yeah, I got this one. If that one's a pretty easy one.
That
If
does
I
not
got
exist,
that
first
wrong,
of
though,
all,
I'm gonna
because
look
I
dumb
would-
as fuck.
If I thought out some they're rich because you that's proper.
Because community is where it's like
So you look at the
shared.
question, you look at the possible.
Private is just like I don't know how to put it, private, and then public is public. Hybrid is like, both.
Answers?
Yeah.
The answer here, folks, is hybrid.
Yeah.
Question
I
20.
remember I got that question on the exam, and I was like, fuck yeah. Or like a similar question, because I was like, oh, this is easy. Please, I need a break.
E6. Which of the following connector types is used to terminate old telephone cabling? Alright, so...
Oh, well, he was saying before to terminate, because isn't the RJ11 is the telephone cables, right?
We've got a bunch of connectors for you guys there.
Because
I think let's start at the tip I gave you guys earlier.
Yeah, it was RJ11 that he talked about earlier. I'm fairly sure.
I told you guys, if you look at specifically A+ exams, specifically at fiber cable connectors,
you got this, you're on your own with this one. You don't what?
2-letter ones. So D,
you never remember this one? Why? You're my assist here. You're my carry.
RJ11 is the one and only phone cable connector, which is the answer here.
Yeah, I got it. I slept up going now. Oh, okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Motomoto. Thank you for stopping by. Always good to see you and chat and everything. I appreciate it very much. Have a good night. I know it's late for you, isn't it? But yeah, get some sleep. Go to sleep. I demand it. You don't know hardware. Hardware is so hard. I am so bad with hardware too. But it was the most recent test that I took, actually. So, because I did software first and then hardware, which I feel like is weird that they made me do it that way. I feel it's a little backwards, but you know, whatever.
5E.
So even though I'm kind of bad at it, I probably remember it more than
Cat6,
software,
Cat6A.
honestly.
Different speeds, but they all use the same.
Okay.
I mean, obviously.
Alright, user 1 wants to install a graphics card in their PC to do some gaming. User 1 wants to verify the graphics card is compatible with their PC. The following connection types would user 1 most likely
user
use.
1 wants to verify that a graphics card isn't so you would most likely use.
Oh gosh. I don't remember what these stand for. It would be, it's one of these two, isn't it? Man. I don't remember what it stands for. I feel like that would help me. This is something Express.
Use a PCIe.
Oh, man.
That's a
I was either between those two.
Slot. You'll find the speed is times.
What is it? What is it called?
E. That's a PCI Express slot.
Oh.
You'll find the speed is times 16. It's got like an X16.
Okay.
So if you run a Google search for motherboards and you look at the different slots and stuff, guys.
Yeah.
One of the slots, there's normally only one of this on most motherboards unless you've got a lot of money.
Slot. Yes, exactly. I wish I could roll my R's like him. I'm so jealous.
Have only one. It's one of the top slots between your PCI slots.
I want his accent.
It's a times 16 one. It stands
I'm
for
gonna steal his accent.
Up until 2009, this answer could have possibly been D, AGP. AGP is also a graphics card slot, but it was only times 8, and those are extinct. They don't make them anymore.
So it technically
it's just old. Those motherboards
it's just a
2009.
dinosaur.
So if you still have a motherboard that accepts AGP, please.
Okay, we're gonna skip forward
that's
more.
You might get all of them, but the average person gets.
Okay.
For me.
User 1 has a laptop that has been running for many years. This laptop now has a bulge in the bottom. Oh man, yeah, okay. Bulge in the bottom from time to time. What's the most likely cause? It's a battery, isn't it? The battery. It's like poofed out. It's like inflated.
But the fan cannot cause a bulge. Hard drives also not.
Yeah, battery is going to
mechanical hard drive, you
explode.
might get a
Exactly.
clicking sound or all kinds of sounds, but the hard drive will not swell or bulge. A battery, yes.
Yeah,
battery sometimes do this, even though they work fine.
We know that one. That one's an easy one.
There is a hard.
Okay, which of the following hardware components will a computer not generate a basic input-output system beeping code if there's a hardware problem?
Choose all that apply.
There's some spontaneous fire.
Choose here.
Hello, Rambo. Hi, welcome. How's it going? Spicy pillow. What are you? Oh, The battery? Are you talking about the battery? It is a spicy pillow. Or maybe a spicy treat if you're brave enough. Nom. You just, as you're removing the battery, you just have a little snack,
Even though most of us don't actually use a BIOS anymore, we just use a UFI. We still refer to it as a BIOS beeping code.
It's like I'm trying to think of, it's like a Cheeto Puff. It's exactly the same, right?
There's a hardware issue on your computer.
Yes. Hey, I'm an alien. I could probably survive, right?
What the issue
I don't know. Maybe my DNA is built for that. You don't know.
The computer normally making a
I don't know either. We'll find out.
If it makes one beep sound right after you start a computer,
one beep
that
sound,
is the post beep. So it means everything
mad
is a
I
good
can't
working
roll
order.
my
You want to
R's.
hear one solid beep. Normally it's a lot easier to hear this with a desktop PC.
Okay.
Not
Here, let's skip forward. What are the answers?
Usually along.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I think. Oh, this is a hard one. I don't remember. I feel like this is one that I can't just.
Beep. If it's a RAM issue, yes, you will get a beep. In most cases, from my experience, it's a lot of rapid beep.
I feel like it's the.
It's for most motherboards. PSU, that is the power supply unit. No, you will not get a beep. So that's
okay. It's the power
one of the
supply
answers.
unit.
If there's something
Oh wait, choose all that apply. Oh wait. Okay.
wrong with the power supply,
Yeah, I was gonna guess the
remember,
graphics
the power
card
supply's
too.
job
I didn't
is
know
to
the
give
PCU.
power
Yeah,
to the
PCU.
computer.
PSU.
And if there's something wrong
I can speak.
with the power supply,
I
it's
can
10
read.
to 1 not giving power to the computer, which means the computer cannot generate the beeping sound since it doesn't
Oh,
have
it can't generate the beeping
power
sounds. That
to
makes
generate
sense,
the beeping sound.
actually.
You see where I'm going with this?
That is
The
very
answer
true.
D says graphics card. Yes, graphics cards, I had it once or twice in my life where they were not seated properly into the slot and I would generate some sort of beeping code. But it's not the answer today. The second answer here is motherboard.
What?
And,
It's not the answer today? What do you mean? I think you are wrong. I think Dro is right.
That really
I
is
don't
the
know.
case because the beeping sound, for those of you who don't know, is actually
Motherboard.
coming from the motherboard. It's a built-in speaker on the motherboard.
Oh,
Sometimes
it's a
you can
built-in
actually see it's like a
okay.
small little
That makes
circular
sense, I guess.
cylinder, black little thingy that you can see. It's got like a little hole in it. That is the speaker. So the sound's coming from the motherboard.
This is because it's dead. This is because the speaker. Okay.
And if the motherboard is the faulty component, how do you expect it to generate a code? It cannot generate
Motherboard makes sense if it's bugged. It won't, or
the
it
code
won't.
because it's the problem
Okay.
to begin with. You see, it's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
a catch-22 here.
That does
Allows
make sense.
mul-
Okay. With which of the following allows digital networks to transverse through a
multiple digital networks
switch?
transverse through a switch. I think I accidentally explained this one
Which of the following allows digital networks to transverse through a switch? Oh, it was the VLAN. He already explained that earlier.
to you
Yeah.
guys earlier, now, didn't I? So, what device did I say earlier? Can you said a managed
Yeah.
switch, not
Yeah, we discussed that earlier.
an unmanaged switch, a managed switch.
Yay.
Okay,
we'll skip through that one. He basically explained Okay, user reports that the system time on their computer keeps slowly falling behind.
Slowly
What
falling
action can the
behind.
user take?
Plug out.
Oh gosh, it's the CMOS battery, because that's like the clock inside it, isn't it?
Power cord on a desktop PC. We remove the battery on a laptop. Bottom
Am I right? I just want to know if I'm right. I'm scared that I got it wrong. I know it is. I knew I was right. But I was still scared. I doubt myself.
So
I
it
can't
could be that
help
one of
it.
them is loose, not connected properly. No, if one
I'm
of them
actually
is
doing
loose,
way better
you
than I thought I would.
get a loud
I'm
beeping
super
sound
proud of
coming from the
myself.
computer.
Oh shoot, I accidentally saw the
Just do
next
boot.
answer.
Sometime.
Let's see if I can still, if I would have still gotten it anyways. User reports that their PC sometimes fails to boot. The user also mentions that the performance appears to be degrading during inspection. You notice a weird repetitive
not always
ticking
apparently.
sound.
What
Isn't
brings
that
the
the,
sound, guys?
Oh wait, no, I didn't see that answer. It must have been a different answer further down. What should you do first? The data. Does that extract mean the same thing as backup? Because if you're saying that,
No.
then yeah.
Allowed bypass. I think the data.
Extract data.
Because
Yep.
that's an indication of a failing hard drive, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a
No,
hard
we have
drive.
to
Shoot.
here.
Okay. A user reports that when they move their Cat5e cable, which is connected to the wall jack, it fails. What should you use/do? Oh gosh, I'm not good with the tools. Oh.
RJ45, that's the connector on the cable itself.
Connector on the cable itself. Okay, so it's that one. This only used to find it, right? I don't know. You need a crimper to like.
RJ11, that's a telephone connector, and we know this is
Yeah.
not a telephone. Tone generator, or toner probe, as they sometimes call it. That's just to trace a cable.
Yeah, I was gonna
trace
say
the
that's.
cable.
We
know
already
where
know which cable
is.
it is, so.
A magnetized screwdriver. What would you use a screwdriver for in this instance? Nothing. It's unrelated. And then a
Unrelated.
crimper. So if I look at the list that's given to us, I would say the answer is A
Yeah.
and E. RJ45
A&E, yeah,
connector, because
I
they said it's a
agree.
Cat5 cable.
Oh, hello,
And we know the
Magpie.
connector for that
Welcome,
cable is an
welcome
RJ45.
back. Hi, how are
So
you
as soon as they
doing?
move it, it fails.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just chilling and studying, so it's
So the
okay.
chances are the connector has just not been crimped properly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just not been pressed down properly. So the
Pressed down.
crimper,
The
which is the other
crimper?
answer, I believe,
Hey, I
is what
kind
we
of did
use
it that
to go
time.
press down the
Oh,
copper.
good morning, Magpie. Morning.
Crimper.
Just woke up.
Previous
huh?
technician didn't contact us. No,
Okay, we're gonna skip
applications are
forward
being-
more. Some of your users report that when multiple applications are being used, the computer's response time slows down a lot. When only one application is open,
used, not one.
it should be
multiple.
RAM,
Applications.
right?
So we
'Cause
know
that's
it's
the
only one.
that's the current like, right? Am I correct or am I wrong?
You might think you opened
Yeah, no.
it.
I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting myself again. Is the RAM because that's like the current memory, like the because it wouldn't make sense for sense for HDD or SSD because that's like the storage. The RAM is what's currently
The
running.
program. It loads the program from your hard drive
Yeah.
into the RAM. Yeah, documents,
Yay.
a printer and a scanner and a this and a that. The more space
This is what you're
you've
learning for
got,
college? Kind of. This is
similar-
technically what I've already learned. I just gotta brush up on some of it. So I have my A+ certification already, but yeah. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Dro. Hey, thank you. You've discovered an alien. Thank you so much for helping me, by the way. I really appreciate it. It's great to have an expert in chat. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. Client-side virtualization guest machines have a similar security requirements as physical machines. You still need to ensure separation from other virtual machines.
security
So
requirements.
how can this
as
be achieved?
Does not have it.
The pain of post-secondary. Yeah, it's definitely rough, but like, you know, but I think hopefully it's worth it in the end. Very fresh out. So yeah, the help is always welcome. Yes, definitely. Especially because I do everything online and it's all like self-taught. So yeah, isolation, because these don't really make sense. Cause like it said separating them, so isolation. Yeah, isolation.
Own RAM,
Drum.
CPU, hard drive, that
I'll just
kind
tell you,
of stuff.
Dro.
But in all
I'm
other
so
senses,
bad
it's
with names.
exactly like a real computer. Has its own operating system. You can choose the operating
Alright.
system. You can
Isolation.
turn them off. So if this program.
Oh shoot, I hate when I skip ahead and it shows me the answer. One of the users in your company connects to their smartphone to their laptop. What kind of network has the user created? I mean, I already saw it, but it makes sense that it's personal area network. So, yeah.
But a LAN could technically also be a wireless LAN, you know, if you think about it. Now again, it's a global area network. It's pretty much
Global,
just
yeah, it
all
would
of that
definitely
that
not
would
be
the
global
Ethernet device.
area network.
A PAN is a personal area network. That is
Definitely
for a
not.
LAN.
Okay,
I
let's
find
just skip
that
forward
there's
with this.
the
Sorry, I know it's gonna
LAN
sound weird, but I
first.
don't want to see any answers on accident. You must upgrade the RAM on the user's laptop. Are you pressing J or the directional key? Why does J do something different? I didn't know that. Does J like skip it differently? But yeah, I'm using the directional key. You must upgrade the RAM on a user's laptop. Which of the following should you do
So
first?
we know we're gonna upgrade the laptop's RAM. What should you do first?
Shoot. You should I think verify the memory requirements of the motherboard, right? You want to make sure that
go ahead and actually do that.
Fits with it.
So looking at the answers, verify the memory requirements of the motherboard to make sure the motherboard supports.
Oh, I'm hopefully gonna be the technician though. I can't call someone else.
Just because it's got an open slot, if you're lucky enough to have an open slot in the motherboard, does not mean the laptop supports more. It might have reached its limit.
Yeah.
So maybe this laptop supports only 8 gigs of RAM.
Oh, 8 gigs. I thought he said something else. Damn, that accent was thick.
Got one chip in there, but the chip is an 8 gig chip, and there's an open slot. So all you can do is you can just split it into 2 4 gig chips, but at the end of the day, if you're going to put in another chip in there, it's not going to accept it because the motherboard has reached its limit. Yes, motherboards have limits.
I'm sorry,
guys.
I can't unhear it. I can't unhear what I heard.
Make sure the motherboard is not on its limit. Make sure the motherboard has an open slot. So if you need to buy DDR2, make sure the motherboard supports DDR2, or just go check.
Yeah,
I just want you've got the RAM.
Once
So I'm not saying it's wrong.
RAM.
Yes, you should probably do that according to the manual. Yeah, what you put for anti-static strap once we've got the RAM in our possession and the card needs.
You receive a complaint that a user is having issues with the contactless payment feature. Their device. Oh, this is obviously near-field communication. I don't even need to read the rest of it. It's near-field communication.
Near the speed point or the pay point.
It's definitely not router.
That's called contactless payment. All right, so it's connected to your Wi-Fi.
It's
the
definitely
Wi-Fi's
like
down.
not any of the others. That was pretty easy. You've hijacked NFC before? Really? What? It's so bad. If you press J, you can skip ahead in increments of 10. If you use the period, you can. Oh, really? Here, I'll try pressing J then next time. Thank you, Magpie. I appreciate that because like it probably sounded so bad. Stupid easy to swipe. Exactly, it is so easy to swipe someone's credit card with near-field communication. I know. Like especially, I'm thinking about like at anime conventions and stuff when everyone's got their like, you know, phones out for paying and everything. You know, because like that kind of makes sense. Like it's convenient, especially at like big conventions like that. You're like, oh, I already have my phone. I don't need to carry around my wallet and stuff, especially in cosplay. But when you sometimes don't have pockets. But yeah, man, especially you could totally just, yeah.
All right, so give me the answers. Could it be a WAN?
It feels like the world gets less and less secure for the sake of convenience.
WAN is wide area network. No, that is just too...
You have a remote user that needs to securely connect their laptop to a company server. What can the user use? It would be a VPN. Yeah, those don't
to
really
connect,
make
for example,
sense.
different branches to one another. Secure. It's encrypted internet. If your internet's down, the phone...
You can create a VPN tunnel directly between the machines. Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't learned that before, I guess. I haven't really dove into like the specifics of stuff. Like I feel like, I mean, A+ is obviously very surface level. So, you know, something else you've done for college. Oh, nice. I am looking forward to getting to learn more of that stuff. Cause yeah, I haven't gotten to learn a ton of that stuff yet. You have VPN between our computers and he's in Quebec. Oh, nice. Yeah, your college does sound very fun. I'm not in person at college, and I just do everything myself, like online, just by myself. So, yeah, it's a little lonely. I kind of do wish I had other people around to like, you know, do fun stuff like that with. It was a private college. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, oh, you were online. Okay. I guess I just don't have any, like, I literally have no communication with anyone other than, like, my counselor and the professors sometimes. That's it. I have no one else. So, yeah. I'm gonna have your phone anytime. Oh my gosh, Magpie. I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. No. Let's see. Oh God, you're so funny. The Riz, it's gotten crazy. Okay, one of your technicians has to install. Shouldn't that be Anne? I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a grammatical corrector. Install IP phone or whatever. An IP phone. When they connect the IP phone to a network cable with an RJ45 connector, the phone stays dead.
So one of your technicians has to 44.
Wait, isn't
which
it?
is not going to solve the issue.
Wait. Isn't it just the port? Create the network cable.
You'll find that these phones, doesn't matter what brand or model you buy,
Wait.
These cable. We normally use in the
PoE injector. Wait. What? What is the PoE injector?
Is a P injector, which is the answer here, or which we normally use in the real company is a PoE switch. It looks like a normal switch, but it's normally a managed switch. Except it's not just any.
PoE is way later. What do you mean by like later? Like, do you mean like old, like outdated technology, or like after? Oh, like you do that later, like as in that's not the first step to do, or to try, I guess. The Nintendo Switch can save a dead phone. Yeah, totally. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think the Nintendo Switch has that much power.
Let's use this one. It
Down the road of troubleshooting.
allows you
Gotcha.
to send power.
That's interesting then. I feel like a lot of these, there are
But where are you gonna plug that sucker
a
in?
lot of different answers, really. Wait, that's an IP phone. Internet. Oh, okay. Okay. PoE would be right. Okay. Gotcha.
There's no power cords or power plugs there. Outlets.
Oh, okay. Power over Ethernet. Oh,
You plug a network cable into it through the roof, it's gonna turn it on. It's gonna receive power through the switch, guys.
Power over Ethernet. Okay.
User.
All right. One of your technicians installs a printer for a user. When the technician tries to print a test page, the printer is listed as generic, which is following best described.
When the technician
I used to be so good at printers, but I don't think I have kept up to date enough. Printers, print a test page. I was so good at printers when I first took the test for some reason. I don't know why. And like studying, I was really good at printers. But now I feel like I don't think I can. Print a test page. The printer is listed as, I don't think it's the toner. Connect these. B cable. I think it's the driver, right? It sounds like they need to update the driver. Or install the driver, I guess.
How you want to print machine.
Oh shoot.
Knows there's a print.
Yeah, the appropriate printer driver. Okay, because I was gonna say like those are mostly like that would be it actually like printing stuff. This doesn't sound like I don't know how to explain it. Fuck. Bad juju. What? Do you
it
not?
just
You
does
didn't
not
like
know what
printers,
printer
huh?
this is.
Oh wait, I should use
so choosing
J.
the printer
Oh wait, no,
phase
J
and
goes
choosing
back.
how you want to print. Otherwise,
Oh,
this is
L
the
goes
right
forward.
driver, the correct
Okay.
driver. Reason for doing.
When running a virtual machine as a sandbox, which of the following is the best reason
So
doing
sandbox,
so?
for those of you that
It would be testing, isn't it? I should probably read all of these first. Dedicated hardware to increase the efficient. I don't know.
you don't know, it's a terminology
Testing all
we use
the
when we put
things.
something in a
Yeah.
little.
Okay.
I
Thought it was
suppose you
for
can think of this
testing.
diffuse speaking in
Beep 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 beep.
efficient, isolated environment.
You enjoyed doing
Device
that, huh? Yeah, I'm sure. Like, cause you get to kind of like play around with it a little bit. That does sound interesting. Which of the following device would you use to connect? You have to be careful of jailbreaking. Yeah. Which of the following is most likely device you would use to connect users to the internet? Oh gosh, in a Soho environment. Virus breaks out of the VM, you're in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, that would not be good. No bueno. I can't remember what SOHO stands for. It's like home office, small office, home office, isn't it? Something like that. Connect users to the internet. I think you would just. Would you just use a router?
To one another. Is it the device? Did you go through the access
Yeah.
point first, and then you get?
I was gonna say just use a router. I think. Does he say access points are for bigger offices?
To the
Yeah,
internet,
yeah.
actual gateways. That's the answer. Access point. That's just to make your network wireless. So it could be access point.
Yeah, that's for a
Which
bigger.
of the following cables?
Yeah, I think they're talking about like a super small office and then just home office too. So that makes sense. Our fellow technicians is requesting the company buy new cables to be used. The F-type connectors that are already in-house. Which of the following cables should the company buy?
Should the company all works with?
Wait. Buy new cables to be used. Oh, F-type connector. Oh fuck, I don't remember this.
F-type
hear him
connectors.
explain
That's actually
it
the
a
question
little
here. So, looking at the list that we've got in front of us here, we've got coaxial, plenum, Cat5e, and fiber. The answer here, guys, I'm going to jump right to it,
he's just
is
gonna say it?
coaxial. F-type is one of many types of connectors you get for coaxial cable. Plenum,
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, my dog. Going crazy. Like Singapore. F-type must be for fire.
that
Oh
could
my
be
gosh.
Cat 5, Cat 6, whatever.
You are making my studying a challenge, huh?
The plenum is normally something they'll mention in the exam or the course. When
You
we
are
talk
here
about
to work my brain, really, huh?
fire-resistant cables, cables that don't give off poisonous gases.
Yeah,
or if you want
okay.
to comply with some sort of
F-type connectors,
fire
coaxial.
code.
Okay.
Yes, that's when we're going to be mentioning plenum in the course or in the exam. And like
I
I said
didn't
earlier,
think it was fiber. I don't know. It just
small
doesn't
office,
sound
home
right,
office.
But you should stop giving answers to the magpie. No. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't mean to be mean, magpie, but one of your fellow technicians is configuring a new SOHO router for a small business. The ISP of the client gives the technician an IP address on the router's WAN port. The following addresses.
Router or router.
Router.
That for a small business. The ISP of the client gives the technician an IP address on the router's WAN. Figure the piece in front of us.
Internet service provider of the client gives the technician an IP address. I do not remember
So
this one.
looking at these IPs in front of us, The first
a
one
home
starts
one.
with 169.254. Guys, what kind of IP address is that? Remember, we did mention that in the course, and we did actually even mention that earlier in this video. Any IP address that starts with 169.254 is not actually an IP address.
Oh, wait.
We call that a PIPA.
A PIPA.
It means you do not have an IP address. The device is configured on dynamic, not static, and it's unable to get.
PIPA. How did I forget
no,
that?
that is not the IP address that the ISP2.16. That is a private IP address.
Private
and
IP?
It's a Class
Okay.
B IP address. I would not say it's set in stone that it's Class B, but it's private, but Class C. Any IP address that starts with 172.16 is private, but Class B.
Private. Okay.
Any IP address that starts with 10 dot something dot something.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad with numbers too.
And it's not
with
Class B,
remembering
but it's actually a
numbers.
Class C,
I
depending on
suck
how it's
at the.
configured.
I gotta
But according
study
to
more on the IP
this
addresses.
specific course, no. 172.16 is a class .1.50. That is private, but it's Class A. And the last one there, D, is just randomly 19.45. something. That is a public IP address. So any IP address you do not recognize, so if it's not 127.0.0.1, which is loopback, if it's not a PIPA, if it's not a private IP address, Class A, B, or C, then it's most likely going to be a public IP address. And that is what D is. Now, the ISP, the IP address that they give you, guys, that's going to be a public IP address.
Public, okay.
Any IP address that's visible to the outside world, like your ISP, is a public IP address.
I get
ISP
you there.
and whoever else can. So if you got IP, so your answer here, guys, is D.
D, okay.
That public IP address.
Public. Okay, they were asking for. So rather, okay.
Question 46.
One of your fellow technicians is dealing with a printer. Oh, a printer again. Your favorite, Joe. Printer where the printed text. Yeah, that's fair. I don't remember either. I gotta study up on IP addresses again. Dealing with a printer where the text is not adhering properly to the paper.
Waving should
I
printing.
think it's the. Oh God. Not adhering properly. I think
the
it's
ink to happen. Just choose on whether the
either the toner or the roller.
There's normally ink on it.
Or no, the fuser. The fuser fuses
so
it
the paper,
to
I think it's
the.
user.
Yeah.
The fuser, for those of you that's
The
not familiar
fuser
with
fuses
printers,
it to
more
the
specifically
paper.
laser printers, because I can see this.
Yes, I kind of got it. I got it in the end.
Maybe it's just time to.
Power of Christ Kapowski printer. Oh my gosh, you hate printers so much, huh? Remember this? You put a shotgun close by in case the printer makes a strange noise. Oh my gosh.
To replace it because
Everyone's
nothing
so
lost
scared
ever.
of printers.
So the answer here, guys.
I did oddly well, I feel like, with printers. At least
fuser.
remembering like all the different
Question
stuff with them.
47. Which one of the following is the default port for HTTPS traffic? So if you don't remember what HTTP secure what for on
Port,
purpose,
it
otherwise
was this one, 443.
Is the
We
answer
already
gonna
went
be way
through
too
that
easy for you
earlier,
guys?
didn't we?
So the first remotely.
I feel like he already said the same
Be wise
question.
to go and familiarize yourself with the.
Yeah, we
well,
already went
check
over
out
that.
Beep. Working.
Okay, user complains they have an Android phone and that the screen is not responding to any input. Replace the digitizer. Easy.
But when you try and interact with the screen, you need iris. So
It's the screen, so that's the digitizer.
It's the same price. So you might as well just go and replace the whole screen.
Yeah.
Question 49.
If the test repeats itself, who are you to say no free point? True. They give me the answer for free. I will take it. One of your technicians needs to use something to distribute traffic evenly between nodes. What can
One
the
of your
technician
ticks are
use?
welcome.
Evenly between nodes? Isn't that a load balancer,
Computers,
right?
guys, that's just another terminology we use for computers. There are some rare instances where we'll refer to folders as nodes, but generally in IT.
I agree.
So if you have, let's say, multiple servers
Done
that's
this as
hosting
well
the
in
same
practice.
website.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't want one server to
Nice.
have all the load on that one server.
Yeah.
What would you use?
Communism. Oh my
Is it
gosh,
YouTube?
no,
And
communism
if
is coming
you or
up
one of your users
again?
tries to access something, you have
No,
something
why
like
does
a
it
load
always come back
balancer
to
in place. It's going to
communism?
split. If you only have 3 servers, it's going to start a cycle over at server 1 again. So when user 4 comes, it's going to dump user
Okay.
load
Hello,
balance.
burglar.
Moving on to
Hi,
question 15.
I am
the last
being a nerd right now. Hi, welcome back, burglar. One of your... Oh, I thought that said asthma. I was like, why is it going to ask if one of my technicians has asthma? I'm not equipped to handle that. One of your technicians would like to inspect a laptop's wireless antenna. Where do you usually find... Oh, this is at the top of the... what does bezel mean? I don't know. It's at the top of the thingy.
Where do
in
you
the
guys
case.
think the antenna of a
Right?
laptop is when it comes to connecting wirelessly to networks and all that? Is it
I ought to
A,
know about
that kind of
antenna.
stuff? Is it C,
Yeah,
near
okay,
the
bezel
network
of the
part,
lid,
so that's
that-
in
yeah.
the actual body, you know?
I don't know how to
underneath
describe
the
it
key.
other than it's in the top of like the... I know where it is. I don't know how to
Keyboard and
describe
all
it.
that,
I guess
maybe near
bezel.
your motherboard.
I just
Or is
don't know
it
what bezel
antenna
meant.
is in the screen, because the screen is normally upright and it's sticking out, so it only makes logically sense to put it in the screen. The screen is also a heck of a lot thinner. If it was in the body of the laptop, first of all, it would be a heck of a lot lower, and it would be surrounded by all kinds of extra components that's basically interfering with the signal.
Top of the screen and the plastic. Yeah, that's what... Yeah, that makes
It'll be
sense.
surrounded by the RAM and the
The,
motherboard. The screen is all
I
fake.
was
Next
trying
video
to
it'll
say,
be up. We'll
hey,
probably
we did it. That was the hardware part of it, at least. Oh my gosh. I actually don't feel like I did too bad, especially for not studying in 6 months. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, it's me. Should I watch me? Should it be Nickception? Oh my gosh. I would not torture you with that, though. I feel like that would be too much. Let's take a sip of water. Why water? No, I'm kidding. I thought it would be funny though. But yes, echoey nebula. Hi, Fabio. How's it going? Hi. Oh man. PTSD of those. That's fair. It is PTSD inducing, honestly. I understand you. Oh my gosh, I feel like I didn't do too bad, especially for in front of you guys, like everyone like watching and stuff. I was like, I thought I was gonna be too nervous, and then on top of that, I haven't studied for 6 months. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't even really like do much studying beforehand today. I just kind of jumped into it on stream. Yeah, it's an IT certification. So yeah. Anyways, though, unfortunately, I think that is gonna be it for my stream today, though. I gotta go eat. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate, you know, the help and everything, and just the support on this and everything. Cause like, I know it's not a regular stream, you know, gaming stream, but those should resume within the next couple of days. So I'll start gaming again. So, you know, I've been gone for a little bit, and then I just returned with a study stream. Like, what? No, not school, not studying. Ew. But I needed to do it, so yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Magpie. I know. I will be back soon, though. I'm probably... What do I have going on tomorrow? I think I can stream tomorrow. What day is it? It's Monday? Yeah, I can stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. Yes, I do have massive glasses. They're all my smarts are held in here. I don't know if I would have been able to do well without it. All right. Yeah, you spouting knowledge. For real, Dro. I appreciate it. I do. And thank you for subscribing as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. More chances to test your Riz. For real, there will be. There will be plenty of chances. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh wait, I gotta see my screen. I can't see. I was dumb. How do I? Okay, goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Bye.